If you don't care about women's fashion, feminine clothes, anything like that, leave. For the rest of you, there is something that I have always felt when wearing clothes, looking for clothes, especially how everybody seems to have a mixed opinion when it comes to bras. And we seem to live more in an era when everybody just wants to roam around with the taras free. And I'm here to tell you that even as someone who barely has any material up in my torso that protrudes and peaks, that mess is uncomfortable to go around without a bra. But I feel like maybe the people who like to go around without a bra are the people who maybe are not as intensely physically active as I am during the day. And that's not to say that I'm better because I'm physically active or whatever. I'm just trying to illustrate your point. You try to get on a treadmill, not holding on to it, and go at a fast pace and see what your tits are doing, especially if you're an adult woman, if you're developed. And if you're someone who you could consider yourself titanic, even worse. So, I want to show you guys some images. I have never understood why we have to be so fake when we promote things. Of course, it's to sell, but if you're performing a promotion that's founded on fakeness, maybe this product eventually is going to find its way back to you in the form of product returns, and the consumer is going to cite dissatisfaction. Now, some of us, sometimes we do that, we have a plan, we have an intention, but other times we're able to find things to supplement what we already have. But in an ideal world, whatever you purchase will be immediately functional and you don't have to worry about it. So please examine this image and then this image. And you gotta trust me that those are bras in which you cannot modify them to have pads. Why is it that this model, possibly in a very comfortable studio, does not have a nipple gate situation? Because let me tell you, nipples tend to be erected more often than you think. And it really sucks that bras that don't have pads condemn you to a wardrobe malfunction kind of event. It happens to me at the gym. Sometimes I'm wearing an old bra that's not padded and it's really worn down. And the shirt that I'm wearing may be my perfect size between small and medium. Therefore, that means that it's going to not be like breezy, loosely fitted, but it will at least attach to my form a little bit. And usually t-shirts be like that because of this protrusion at the top. The shirt is going to appear more attached to you, and then by the stomach area, which is really what I want anyway, it's going to be a little looser. But now I want you to examine some of the things that I personally wear, and this is going to be like the number one criminal. Gymshark Fit bra. Examine this shit. Look at how thin it is. Like, it's nothing. It's pretty sheer. If I were to shine a flashlight through it, you would see. But examine the material. It's not like the band. At least the band has a little bit of thickness to it. But look at how silky and smooth that is. You can see my fingernail. Well, imagine me wearing this. Nipples are going to show. And this does not have an opening or an option for you to slide inserts into. And you might say, well, you can just wear inserts loosely, right? No, you can't, because that thing is going to shift since it's not inside the fabric. Even if my tits were to press against the pad, it's still going to shift, especially as I move around and do things and bounce around and whatever. That thing is not going to stay put. And that's the reason they tend to be slip-on, slide-in kinds of pads. Usually when bras have pads, I don't remove them. The only time I may remove them is semi-removal, which is when you wash them, they end up all folded and bent and you have to straighten them out again. It happens with dresses too. Now, I wish for you to observe this. This is my optimal kind of bra. It doesn't have a wire, it's sporty, racer back, breathable, and padded. It's like the pad is built into the bra. All of this that you see, all of that is padded material. But even with this, as you wear it and wash it, eventually, as you can see, it'll wear down, and you can see my nail. So even though this one is supposed to be reinforced and padded, it still leaves you at risk of nipple gain. But these are the kinds that I just like to go for now because it's the most practical thing if I don't want to see any nipple action. And now I want you to examine my final example, which would be this one. This one is thick material. It's not padded quite like that other one to where you could see the shape of the bra. It's like a semi-padding kind of pattern. Now this, fortunately, is fitted enough to where you could jump and like your stuff will remain in place. You won't bounce so much. But depending on what you're wearing, if you're wearing a fit top, you're going to have the outline of this show up. And then if you're eagle-eyed enough and your nipples have strength like mine do, then they're going to show. So what is the point of me saying all this? The point is, I don't like it when an item is modeled in a way that's not accurate. I have never seen a model modeling a bra in which they have a nipple gate situation if the bra is designed to not have pads or padded material. So when I make a purchase, I'm under the impression that it's going to fit on me the way that it fits on the model. But you have to learn through experience that it won't work that way. And you might say, well, that's stupid. You would know that if something doesn't have a pad, that then it is something that you're going to have to worry about. Like I said, if unpadded, I want to see the model in multiple circumstances wearing this to demonstrate the inefficiency of an unpadded bra, and then show me a model with the efficiency of wearing a padded bra. I'm not saying that I'm asking for the model to have the nipple. I'm just trying to explain why I want to be able to examine a picture of a model in which the nipple is showing so that I know what I'm getting. But to buy it and expect that that's gonna be under control, but it isn't, that feels like false advertisement. Because more than likely, your nips are out there, especially now that it's cold, they're going to be erected. So why wouldn't you want to show that one of your items' potential flaws is that it shows nipples? And of course, there's going to be some women out there who are going to say, people need to stop being scared of nipples. Yes, I have them just like you do. Even men have nipples. Why is it that we don't give guys a hard time when theirs show, when they wear fitted clothes, but if it's a woman, it is an issue? Well, I'll tell you, me personally, I think nipples are gross, especially on women. I don't want to see it, and I don't want to show it. Therefore, because that is a thing, because it's something that can happen, then I want to know which product is going to help mitigate that. Because I could use the unpadded ones exclusively for sleep, but that's not the point. What I'm saying is the way that the item is promoted. It's always promoted under a circumstance in which you're not seeing the model with her nipples sticking out. But the real life experience is that your nipples more than likely are going to awaken at some point in the day. And then surprise, this bra is inefficient for that. Bras should be about maintaining your stuff from bouncing and making it painful and uncomfortable too much, but also to keep some things from showing. That's all I'm saying. Well, there you guys have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope my rambling made sense, and I hope that maybe you learned something, especially if you're a guy, because maybe you'll hear females complaining a lot about what they wear or how they feel and stuff like that. And I thought that I would share my own story, that in that regard, I'm definitely not any different. I'm just happy that I have been endowed with not having material to where it becomes overwhelming because sometimes I see those titanic women and I'm like, oh, dear God, thank God I don't have that mess. I can work out, I can sleep in any position, I don't get bumped onto very easily and stuff like that. Like, you have to be trying to like touch me inappropriately in order for it to happen. And to me, having a smaller body is just the better way to go. I feel like my life improves when I'm in a fit situation. When I wasn't as fit as I am now, it was a struggle, especially physical movement. And there were some maneuvers I could no longer perform, and some that I couldn't perform with the same level of comfort. What I'm saying is that, in my experience, that is what works. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Dusty's threatening to climb onto the counter. That's why I looked down for a second. You wanna be on Ouija? You wanna be on Ouija? You need a bra? Look at his heart. It looks messed up right now, but the spot in his chest looks like a heart.